Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Hola back in action, part 2 of Simple Machines. So let's review. What was the name of the simple machine that you made yesterday? What was it? An incline. Very good job. You could also call that a ramp. Incline plane. Today we're going to focus on the next one, which is wheel and axle. Wheel and axle. So this is the wheel part, right? And then this like looking like a line, this like cylinder shape is called the axle, okay? It's how the wheel stays on there. Where have you seen something like that? Where have you seen something like that? I'll give us some think time. Ready, set, put the thinking cap on. When have you seen something like this? If you already have one idea, then hold up one finger and then keep thinking. Every time you have another idea, hold up that many fingers, okay? I'm going to play too. Ooh, a lot of ideas. I'm going to go ahead and stop. And if you want more time, go ahead and pause it and you can have more time. So you might have seen an axle on the racing car, Lightning McQueen. You might have seen a wheel and axle on there. The axle's underneath, you can't see it. And then the other wheel is on the other end. What about, have you ever helped your mom shovel dirt? There's the wheel, there's the axle. Now wait a minute, there's not 2 wheels on that one. So you can just have 1 wheel and axle. Yeah, it doesn't have to have 2, right? Just like a bicycle has 2 normally. But what's it called when you just have 1? It's called a unicycle. Ooh, look at those kids doing that. Ooh, I don't know if I could do that. Okay, another example of a wheel and axle. The bicycle had 2 wheels and an axle. What about over here? What's this? Luggage. If you want to go on a trip and you bring in some luggage, those wheels make it a lot easier. And they go on those incline planes or ramps that we learned yesterday, don't they? And save best for last. Who's ever skateboarded? Ooh, look at that kid. Miss Hall does not do that. That's not what I do. I don't do that. So remember how I said we would learn about what a simple machine is, the definition? Well, we are going to watch a video on even more simple machines, okay? And as you're watching it, I want you to think about where you've seen these in real life and how they're helpful. And of course, be on the lookout for the 2 we've already learned, the incline plane, the ramp, and the wheel and axle we learned today. Okay, it's another simple machine. Here we go. Remember, eyes are looking when you're watching a video. Ears are listening. Voices are mute. Body is still. Body's calm. Here we go. If I get out the way.
It looks like a lid is stuck. You need something to help you. A simple machine is a tool that makes work easier.
Oh,
Machines
did we
can
find
have
out what
moving
that
parts,
was?
But
Let's go back.
it is a tool that makes work easier.
A tool that makes work easier. Does that make sense? Does having to roll your luggage help you? Yeah, you don't have to carry it on your back. Some of you guys, I've seen some fancy backpacks that have those wheels, so you don't have that pressure, right? It makes the work easier.
What is a ramp? A ramp is a simple machine with a slanted surface. It can help you move things from lower to higher places. You use a lot of force to lift up a heavy load, but you can use less force to push it up a ramp. Ramps can be different lengths. Some can be steeper than others. It's harder to push things up a steeper ramp. What is a lever? A seesaw uses a lever, which is another type of simple machine. One and a bottle opener is a lever too. A pair of scissors has two levers that work together. A hand truck works as a lever, and it has a wheel and axle.
Oh, do you see that? Yeah, it sure does.
Wheel and axle. What is a wheel and axle? A wheel turns around a center rod called the axle. The wheel and axle is actually a lever that turns. Well, imagine a lever. The bar moves around and around the fulcrum. Wheels make work easier because they roll. They make things easier to push or pull. You can find wheels and axles in tons of places. What is a pulley? A pulley is another type of lever. You can use it to change direction of a force. Some pulleys use a rope and a wheel. You can pull down on the rope to lift the load up. You can find pulleys on blinds, flagpoles, and on clotheslines. When you add more pulleys, you can use less force to lift up a load. Some machines, like cranes, use many pulleys in other simple machines. A compound machine is a machine made up of different simple machines. I think you need a lever to open that can of paint, Moby.
All right. Did you find any simple machine that you didn't know was a simple machine, but you've seen all the time? I did. What about the seesaw? That was what? A lever. Oh my goodness. And what about when they were getting water from the well? The pulley. Yeah, very good job. And then the wheel and axle. Did you notice that that was even in the grocery cart? Yeah, we see them all the time whenever we're at the store. How fun was that? So for your assignment for today, you will create your very own wheel and axle. So just get you whatever kind of straw you have. This is a coffee stir cut in half, so it was twice this size. Okay. Then find something that looks like a wheel. So you could do Cheerios, you could do Fruit Loops. Doesn't have to be food. You could make them. So that's what I ended up doing. They're not the best, but here are my giant blue wheels. Got a blue theme going on. Yesterday with the blue incline. Today with this blue. I like blue. Who likes blue? Anybody like blue? Blue's good. Blue's all good. So then they're going to put them on. I could just do one wheel, right? Like the unicycle or like a wheelbarrow had just one, but I'm going to do two. Okay? Ta-da! You made your wheel and axle. How fun is that? After you make it, then I want you to get to think about where you could use this. Where could you use a wheel and axle in your house? Where do you have a wheel and axle? Maybe it's one of your cars, your race cars, if you have those, or maybe it's something else that you never thought about before. And if you don't have a wheel and axle that you know of, what could you make to make something easier at home? Think about that. So, like, let's say I need to pick up all my toys, but it's kind of heavy. Could I maybe make a wagon or something? Maybe I get some cardboard and then I need to make something out of the wheels, right? Or maybe I could even just find something to even just pull. It doesn't have to be a wheel and axle. I could just pull it, right? So you're going to make a wheel and axle. That's your job right now. And then think about if there is a way you could have a simple machine help you around your house, okay? And that's kind of like a bonus. And record a video telling me what simple machine you would make to make work easier at your house. All right, boys and girls, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. And maybe Science Guy will drop by. Wouldn't that be exciting? Okay, I'll do my best. He's been hibernating for some time, so I'll do my best. All right, bye, guys. Have a good day.